Welcome back, ASLers. We are on turn 3 Partisans. Reinforcements coming from the Italian rear. No foxholes up on the hill quite yet. And the Italians are still holding strong in the village. So let's see what happens in turn number 3. All right, let's see what we're going to do with these Partisans in the back for our turn 3 reinforcements. Again, it seemed like turn 3 came really quickly, giving the not the Partisans, but the Italians only 2 turns. Actually, only 2 turns before they could actually run into trouble up on this hill. Again, if that LMG broke that crew going into the vehicle, there could be a really good chance that the LMG could make it to a location over here, right? And then that location can see the vehicle and actually destroy the vehicle without anybody even in it. That's how critical it is to keep out of range of the LMGs. And look at that distance. I mean, this is just stupid. I mean, that's pretty much 2/3 the board, this playing area. And that was a potential shot. You know, it's a good shot. It can't go to destroy the vehicle because it has to be within normal range. But that's what these guys can do. You can go there, and actually that might be the best move, is to move into C1 with the LMG to get an ass shot on the vehicle. I'm wondering if the vehicle can potentially set up hull down, even though it wasn't manned by a crew. It doesn't necessarily state that it has to be manned to be able to be hull down. That's kind of one of those weird things that sometimes slips by. That kind of concept slips by particular game sets, rule sets. But let me check to see what the hull down rules mean, to see if you actually needed a crew in there to set them up hull down. All right, so looking at hold down rules 4.221 of your electronic rule book, chapter D, it simply states a vehicle being set up in a hill crest line hex must make a hold down maneuver attempt immediately after it sets up if it wishes to possibly start the game hold down. Doesn't technically state that it has to have a crew. Trucks can set up hold down. It just simply says vehicle. Doesn't say AFVs. Doesn't say manned vehicle. Because you could technically have a truck which just has an inherent driver and no crew set up hull down. So that would be interesting if he could have started hull down in that aspect. So that would simply just be a maneuver attempt die roll that you would make with certain modifiers. We're not going to do that here because that wasn't there, but that's something that you could possibly start thinking about, even though the vehicle did not have the crew within it. It doesn't prohibit it. It simply says vehicle. Doesn't say manned, non-abandoned, any bullshit like that. So given that, and given the fact that there's really, there's LOS over here from units over here. So we do have risk. There is risk over here in this general vicinity. So if we're going to bring these guys on, or at least the LMG, onto a position into C1 to fire an ass shot when that thing starts up, then he's going to have to withstand some fire here. That's cleared line of sight. That's only going to be available to the 346. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is full firepower. That will be a 4-2 shot. And again, if all these guys kind of set up over here, you're either going to wait for the 8-1 to come on or the LMG. The choice is yours. Again, both of those are very strong units. And whether you select the 8-1 over the LMG, that's a tight decision. LMG's got a okay chance of destroying the vehicle It has a 4 to kill value. The to kill charts will display an extra +1 to kill number on the rear shots. So you're looking at a 5. And then, yeah, and then you've got the potential for a rate of fire on the LMG. It is a real possibility. If it should happen to get immobilized there, not quite so bad, because that's kind of like we're defending that area anyway. But, I mean, you're talking not overrunning. That takes a lot of power away from the Italians. And there are no foxholes on that side of the hill that are occupied at this point in time. Risk. That's a big risk. There is no safe approach to that hill. So depending on whether you want to be conservative or aggressive on that, the decision is going to have to be made. So we do have a full MMG here that can target back these locations. Another MMG here, which really can't see crap over here. But things to think about. I like it. I like the potential. You could technically charge one guy up the hill, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, base some shots maybe. I don't know. If these guys break, they can be chased down and destroyed by the time the other units get there. So that is a real concern. Again, is there a rush to destroy that vehicle in the right now? Again, rear shot -1 that's a 2-point differential between a rear shot and a frontal shot, because you're going to lose the -1 and you're going to be subject to the +1 armor of that unit right there. So it is +2 size to hit. It's not going to be easy to hit. It's going to be like an 8. It's like an infantry unit. Essentially, you're shooting at an infantry unit. So, yeah, there's really nowhere to route over here either. So, yeesh. I think we may just chicken shit out. This is good firepower here. It's 6 firepower to any of these woods hexes in line of sight. C4 is clear. If they move, if I come to this side, the Italians may have to move, and then therefore maybe be subject to, can't stay in the woods. Really, really, really can't stay in the woods. And if I'm not in the woods, the tank's going to overrun. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We may have to go for it. We may have to go for it. What do you guys think? Would you go for the gusto? There are no units coming back again. These guys are isolated. About the only guys that are going to get there first is this half squad with a medium machine gun. That's it. There's one squad there. Once that one squad gets popped, they're all 1 firepower units. You know, at that point, you could just not even move and advance phase up and start kicking some guys' ass, maybe. I don't know. At least busy them. So, yeah, that's a real deterrent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, he could shoot me anywhere. 6 firepower. We can go multiple shots. We can go 2 -2, 2 -2, 1 -2. If we break here, we die. We'd have to route this way. God, that really limits our approach. This is a crazy setup, to be honest with you. This is actually it turns out to be a pretty decent location, in my opinion, to deter the partisan approach from the rear. Simply because the units have lots of firepower. It's 6 firepower. That's real firepower in this game. Again, whether an LOS here exists, I think it does. We may have to test that. But it's still 6 firepower. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in line of sight. These guys are shit out of luck, I think. No multi-location fire groups. We may have to go safe and go here and go for the 8 shot Go for the money ball shot right there. 8. Stay right here. Fire up the hill. That's probably what we'll do. We'll go 2-4. Advance the guys in the open. And then we can move a guy concealed up here. Maybe he can start climbing. Shit, we don't know. Don't know. Again, no multi-location fire groups, so you want point-blank range. Will he bring anything to the party? I think we're just going to all plow in the same area. We may get stuck out in the open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He may not be able to overrun us with that. So, yeah, we're going to set him up. And, of course, they're all concealed. I'll find the concealment in just a minute. And, so where did I put the concealments? Over here. All right. That's where they're going to enter. I'm setting them up pre-turn. Wind change dice roll. I rolled a 7. Look at that. Wonder of wonders. So let's go. Now, there are some things happening now. Let me rotate the map here. As it's the Partisan's turn. I moved some of the counters over here between the turns. We have a potential south rally over here. If he doesn't rally, we know that I know that there's a potential loss here. There's no loss here. The leader will get to this unit hopefully soon. He will make a big difference. It'll be a snake eyes, but that's what we got. There are no repair attempts for the Partisans. So we're going to self-rally the unit in Nancy 10. And, of course, I'm inept. And I need training on my dice tower usage. I didn't get the instruction manual. I just got this big, giant piece of wood. And it took me about 3 hours to put it together, the 2 pieces that there are. So here we go. Let's try it again. So an 8 is not sufficient. Hopefully there's not too much glare off that die. Let me try it. The glare on the dice is just terrible. Let me see if I can correct that. All right, we're just going to go with that. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this DM gets removed. We're just going to stack it over here. This one gets removed. Italians do have rallies. We have a weapon repair here. Oh, and there she is. Avanti. So far, 2 weapon malfunctions, 2 weapon repairs. Extremely critical time for that. Back here, what do we got to do, guys? Got to pick up that damn gun. This is actually this roll is actually kind of inconsequential, to be honest with you. It's unlikely that the Partisans are going to jump into the woods. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 advance. We could possibly charge the hill. But let's find that large gun, the 75mm artillery piece sitting right there. There it is. Go get it. There it is. 5, of course. So, guys, don't stack your 227s on top. Stack the gun on top. The gun is what you're going to be using. And technically as a -1 labor marker as well. So, I kind of like these round ones. I think they're kind of slick, to be honest with you. All right, let's get back to the Partisans. Now we have a machine gun tank up here. We do have a line of sight to this roadway down here. Let's see what the Partisans can do. Okay, there's some tricks you can pull. Prep fire. There is no prep fire from these guys. 2, 3, 4. All those guys would be halved. So we're looking at 12 half -1. That's a 6 up 2 upstairs. This guy has wall advantage. And we're looking at a 6 up 2 upstairs. We might have... No, see this little spot right here? Oops, let me zoom in a little bit. See this little sliver right here? That little sliver probably costs us a line of sight between these two units. It's going to bisect right here, and it's probably going to clip that. If I had line of sight to that, I would blast the living shit out of that unit. But that's not going to happen. Again, these guys are going to be good to go. We may have to dash here. If he fires, dash again. We're only going to get +1. There's a lot of firepower over here. If we break, we're probably going to surrender, because those are probably no-go zones. That's probably a no-go zone at this point, unfortunately. I think we have to go to the shell hole. Let me make that a little bit bigger. I think we have to go to the shell hole way into the building. We could actually dash to that location. We could dash R2, Q3. Make it into the shell hole, advance into P2. Now we have a solid location. If we break, we can route back to R3. If we move to this location and we break, we get interdicted here. We get interdicted here, assuming these guys are still alive. Either way, this guy has line of fire there. This guy's line of fire there. They would surrender. That would be throwing units away. P1 is a dead zone if you break. And they get to fire first, and he has lots of firepower. You're talking 6, 12, 6, 8, and 4 up here. So we are probably going to move these units this direction. Even a dash right here is better than nothing. I think it's a better move than going to P1. We need to obtain this wall. Again, what happens when we obtain that wall? Guess what? LMG or medium machine gun fire along the wall. No wall bonuses. So tough turn for the Partisans. He may just advance. He may just assault move advance there. Assault move to Q1 wouldn't be a bad deal. Assault moving here and assault moving here. Well, this one would be much worse because he can fire on here. Assault moving to Q1 would probably be his best idea. And then advance. He could possibly even advance to this location. Because if this guy prep fires, at that point you just maybe make a squad, the single 337 or 527 adjacent to make 2 8 shots. He's not going to survive the 8 shot. Just not going to do it. So we may take a turn for that. This is turn 3. So we have 5 turns left or this is 6 turns for the Partisans to get up on that hill. We may need to start pushing. We're going to push here hard in the village. So any prep fire in the village, yeah, I think if we move here, we're going to be subject to fire. Let me make these guys a little smaller. So if we move here, we're going to be subject to fire from a 6 firepower. I'm not really want to give that to him. I will take a 6 up 1 shot here. I think that's a good deal. So we're going to prep this unit adjacent to Q6. 6 up 1. If we break him, the 7-0 may stick around. If not, whatever. 6 up 1. Oops, of course. $4,000 tower. Can't hold your dice. 6 up 1. 9, not good. All right, no effect on that. So we're going to forego any other fire. Yeah, we could do that. We could dash across here. So at this point, this unit could dash to P2, possibly draw some fire, and then we could see what happens. Then these units might be able to approach either one of those locations. Maybe just a 527. If a 527 approaches P2, if it survives, That would free up the other units. I think that's what I think it's what the plan is. He's probably going to dash over here. So do we move that unit first, or do we move him second? So I think this unit is a 4 there. We could have done that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we might look about doing. We are definitely going to dash that unit first. I think the dash will be first to maybe see what this unit's going to fire at. This is not a point blank shot. It's a that would be open ground. He would be blind to this unit, and we will get the +1 from here. So that's not a bad deal. 337 is going to dash into Q3. Are we going to fire at that? Oh, you know what? We have the 8-1 up here, and that's what he's for. We're not in the shell hole because that would be 1, 2, 3 to be in the shell hole, then 5 to go here. We go 2 in the open ground. This is tight. Medium machine gun up on top here is going to take that shot. That's what we're there for. We're there to stop that line from going through. Hopefully we won't need the final fire counter. So that's going to be a 2 because it's a dash. That would be a 2 - 3. And we roll a 4 with the rate of fire. That will vaporize this unit, unfortunately. Bummer. Okay. All right. So this guy dies on turn 3. We'll put him on the outside. Dies on turn 3. And he does get rate of fire. We're not going to leave a residual. That was a good idea. No first fire here. And he doesn't have a covered arc restriction. All right. So the 337 here is just simply going to assault move into this location. Right there. This 337. Damn, it's still too far of a range. All right, we're going to go 2. No, we're not going to move him there first. We're going to bypass this hex side there with a 337 in the back for 1. If the 8-1 fires on us, we will get the hedge, so that's not open ground. But if he fires on the back one, that will be -1, -3 over there. So in that case, he'll just enter. He'll go 2, 3, and into that location. We'll put the guys that moved on the right, oh, actually on the left, maybe. So 2, 4. I really don't want to. I don't want to go to Q5. Q5 is not where I can't be shot by the medium machine guns. That means this guy's the only fire that I can do. That means we're gonna have to generate. We may have to generate another fire attack. So I think we're gonna dash to P2. He's gonna go to Q2. to Q2, and then go to P2. At that point, this unit will fire. This unit will fire both LMG and the 346. He'll generate a fire lane down this road, alternate hex grain. I'm going to use this for a fire lane. All right, and that's going to be a 1 residual firepower fire lane. I don't think there are any fire lane counters here, so actually there is. Nope, they're not. Let me if I flip it. Hold on. Nope, same one. So that's going to be he's got 5 firepower. It's gonna be half, be 2 minus 2 in that location. 2 minus 2 in that location. He will first fire. I'll get that marker out soon. 2 minus 2. He rolls an 8, no rate of fire. That's a 6 on the 2. That is a pin task check. All right, so be it. And he's not pinned. Is anyone else going to fire? Let me get a first fire marker. All right, flip. Now, since he first fired, he will not be able to subsequent first fire into P2, which means this unit may need to fire. And he will fire, actually. He will fire, and he will generate a fire lane going the opposite direction. So here we go. We got up, down, up, down, up. So it's kind of like that. And that's going to be a fire lane from that direction. Let's clone this. Oops. All right. So he's going to fire the LMG by itself. Essentially, it final fires the LMG for all intents and purposes. That's going to be a 1 minus 2. Crisscrossing fire lanes over there. Wow, 11. Oh, geez. Okay, that malfunctions. That's too bad. That was actually a pretty decent idea. So that malfunctions, no effect. It does leave a residual firepower in that location. Does it? Would it relieve residual firepower there? No, it's 1, so it'd be halved anyway. So nothing there. These are gone. We'll just take those off the board. And that's it. That gun is essentially first fired. And he just enters this location here. All right. 2 plus 1, 4. Wow. Yeah, so I guess he's there. So 6 plus 6 even. We go into Q5, that'll be 6 even, 6 even. You know, we're going to assault move here. 2, 4. And he's not going to fire. He's going to assault move. Got to keep his concealment because the guy up on the hill. The LMG in the back, though, is simply going to go 2, 4. All right. Those guys moved. These guys haven't moved yet. If we move behind, if we assault move here, we're taking a 2 minus 1. 4, 2 minus 1 there. That's not that bad. We can advance into here. Yeah, that might not be too bad. That might not be too bad, depending on we can get to them. 7 morale can go a long way. Yeah, that will make the Italians make a decision if we want to move forward. That is, unfortunately, that is in line of sight. All right, so be it. We're just going to we're going to go for it. We're going to go assault move here with a 5.27, and then that way the medium machine gun, neither mediums can fire on us. This 3.46 will fire at a 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 rolls a 10. They're either rolling 9s or 10s. So that he will leave a 1 residual there, though. 2 minus 1. And, that's a 1 minus 1 for free. Big old demo charge. Let's try it, I guess. Yep. 527 will assault move there with his comrade in arms. It's a 1 minus 1 with an assault move. An 8 makes it a 7 on the 1 chart, and we need a 5. So those guys are clear. He can't he could subsequent versus fire to 1 minus 1. He might as well. He goes SFF at 1 minus 1. But 8, no effect. He's finaled. This unit can honestly go run right up next to him. Practically engage him in close combat. But then we have to worry about this guy over here. These guys have moved, right? All these guys have moved. Leader didn't really move over there. That was a mistake. He's going to take a 2 even shot next time. Leader can't afford to get broken. I'll just advance the leader next time. Can he take a 1 minus 1? Yes, we're going to take it. We're going to do it. 1 minus 1. Assault move into that location. Remember, we could just move it. We could actually move into this location and then be done with it. You know, we can just move into here. He can't fire because he dropped the fire lane and he's already first fired. He's final fired. Actually, that's exactly what we're going to do. He's going to dash. And he's going to dash into this location here and then into P1. 1 minus 2 on the dash. And another $6,000 roll. Oh man, there's a 6. That means it's going to be low. It's like the Valve dice spot. 6 minus or 1 minus 2 is a 5 on the 1 chart. It's a pin task check. 9 morale. He's going to fail 100% of the time. Are you kidding me? I'm kind of angled down just a little bit. There we go. Piece of cake. So that is the there, and this unit here might as well fire. He's got no one else to fire at. So that's a 1 minus 2. Same shot. 1 minus 2. He rolls a 5. Means it's a 3. Ooh, 1 morale check. And he rolls a 3. He is a stud. We don't have any sniper rolls. I think 3 might be. Yep, 3 is the Italian. Where's the Partisan? 3 is the Partisan sniper roll. All right, so he made it there. Right now, the sniper roll goes off. And we have a 2. This is going to be interesting. Okay, let's find out where that sniper is. That's Partisan. This could be bad. All right. Direction is black. 4-2, 4-6 rather. You go with the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lo and behold, it will hit these guys. Black will be the leader. Tied, we are obviously going to pick the leader. Wound die roll. He's okay. Extra sniper roll against the other guy. And he's pinned. Oh, okay. So he is wounded. I'll get the wound die roll, and the pin should be over here. Wow. Powerful. Well, that's crazy. All right, so what does that wound do for us? A, slows this guy down. It's going to be more difficult for him to get back to the hill. He's going to have to redefine what this guy's going to do next turn. He's not going to have the free-floating move. 1, 2, 3, advance. Yeah, it's going to be a little difficult. All right, so he sniper roll, and he goes here. He's not going to final protect the fire. He can't fire. He does have wall advantage. Where's the wall advantage counter? So he does have wall advantage on that location. 1, 2, 3. Now we could place a some bitch and blow something up. Just to have a lot of fun. Could we place a demo charge on a... Let me check that out to see if you could place a demo charge. Because I'd still have movement factors remaining. I don't think you could do anything but drop smoke. Yeah, when you dash, you can't do anything but drop smoke. So, no demo charge throwing. I could throw it in the advanced fire phase on that guy. And I might just do that. So, it's going to be interesting. All right. That's all movement there. Let's go with defensive fire. Let me swap the sides. Actually, I got to move these guys on down here. They're all concealed. One. We're all going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're all just going to jump into there. We'll split up later. Then again, they're concealed. So, nothing going on there. So, defensive fire. Can this tank shoot at that? Yeah, there's no way. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 up 2. I don't want to try. I don't want to try the 4 up 2 with the machine gun tank against these units back here. Again, I would need to roll a 4 for a result. Pretty much it's almost the same odds as rolling to malfunction. So we're fine with that. The gun is still going to face this direction over here. These guys are fine. So nothing happening back here. The pinned machine gun has 1 shot at 2 firepower. There's really no target other than this guy in the woods. His 2+2. Again, I'm not going to take a 2+2 to roll a 3. Not going to happen. And as a side note, the 136 wouldn't have made a difference with the sniper location because the sniper went down here and came up to the here. So would not make a difference. So the malfunction here, we're going to fire 3 firepower, 2 even, or 2+1 against this unit straight up. I don't think we fired him. Or did we? No, we did fire him. We fired him over here. So we're going to fire both these units. Fire group, 12 firepower, +3 at that location. So let's see what happens. Oh, jeez. My hole's not big enough. 12 +3. 8, of course. Mid-range garbage shot. No effect. Nothing there. Medium machine gun is going to fire. We're going to fire on this unit here. It's going to be a 4 even at the medium. That will create, this fire lane is gone. That will create a covered arc restriction in this direction. So we'd still be able to fan out and hit all these targets if we get ready to fire. So we're going 4 even right there. The 9 is not going to cut it. We're just going to remove the covered arc just so we don't fire in different directions. And that's about it, folks. That's about it for the Italians. I think we're just done. I think we just need to move. Get the hell out. And I think we're going to be destroyed. I think this game may just be lost right here. I think I just lost the game by not moving guys back faster. I honestly don't really see the point in getting into the village. Just don't. Just sit them back here, go up on the hill, and wait. I think that's what you need to do. All right. Anyway, so first fire, we'll leave the first fire markers there. Advanced fire for the Partisans. Let me spin it. All right. So we're going to fire. We're not going to fire the concealed unit here. He's prepped. Let's go 4+1 on this unit here for the machine gun. That'd be 5.5. Darn it. That'd be 5. No, 6. It'd be 1.5 here, and then 5 here. 6+1. Oh, no multi-location fire group. Yep, I caught myself. I didn't screw that one up. So let's go 1+1 from the 337. 4, 5 on the 1 chart. Pin task check. He needs to roll 6. He is pinned. That's going to hurt him in close combat. Do we want to break him? Now we actually don't need to fire upon him to break him and make him run away. He's not going to self-break. He's just going to take the close combat. So we're going to fire anyway. He's going to fire 4+1, same location. We just need him broken. So it's a 5, a 6 on the 4. Some normal morale check. Italian passes the morale check. He is a stud and a half. Hell yeah, he makes it. Okay, that's not going to have an effect there. So we're done on that side. Over here. Let me double check to make sure these guys do not have assault fire capability. All right, checking the scenario special rule number 4. They do not have assault fire capability. Again, just go check your scenario special rules to make sure you don't screw something up, because essentially he has 4 firepower against this unit instead of 12 firepower. That's a difference of 3 columns. So you better get that right. If you screw that up, then you deserve to be slapped by the Italian player at the end of the game if he loses. All right? Probably slapped anyway. So he does have wall advantage. Should we fire this unit at 2+2? Again, don't really want to generate a sniper. Not interested in that shot. He's not going to self-break because he's never going to rally. And I've got units to just swamp him over here. He's going to have to take a close combat. These units will fire. That will be a 4 firepower. Remove the residual. That will be a 4 firepower +1 shot on him. They do cower. So that would be a 2+1. Same result. Well, close to the same result. Normal morale check and a 1 morale. Normal morale check for 3, 4, 6 is pretty bad. Let's go. But we're pinned and we're still alive. Excellent. Very proud of the Italians. This is why you play the Italians, to have these studs stay alive. That's fantastic. All right, final fires come off. Prep fires come off. I just stacked that crap over there. And that's it. I think the guys are up here. Pin stays on. These guys are done. All right. Advanced fire route phase. I don't think anybody's broken. Anybody's DM'd. There's no DM'd units. So we're going to go to advanced phase. We're going to advance this unit here with the LMG. This unit's going to advance here. The concealed unit's going to advance here. I need to get this unit stacked with another dude. All right, so they advance there. Actually, the leader should move over here. It doesn't matter. We're just going to have to move there later. All right, over here. Wow. So if we advance into close combat, that's only 1 to 3, right? So send the leader in there. It's 1 to 3. Terrible odds, but he can't move because he'll be locked in close combat. I could possibly ambush him and get an ambush die roll. And then I could just fire point blank into the melee, and he'll break and I won't. I'm advancing him into close combat. And this unit is going to advance into close combat here. I need to make it smaller, though. So, yeah. Wall advantage will be gone. These guys have advanced. Let's see what the other guys can do back here. Yeah, we're going to have to do an advance here. We're going to have to take that shot. -1 leader. We're going to save the -1. Actually, we're just going to leave him here. Tank really can't get to us at this location. We're going to maintain concealment. We're going to clone that, place it here. Clone that, place it there. All right. These guys are concealed. All right. It's going to be hard to hit us. We need a 5. Probably won't get ready to fire with a 2. So we're going to hope that he doesn't roll a 5. That's the advance. Let's go for a couple ambushes. We've got 3 ambushes on the map. Let's roll for, let's go left to right. Ambush number 1 here. The Italians, are they considered lax? Let me double check that rule to see if the Italians suck ass in close combat. All right, rule A25.64. Italian units suck ass in close combat. I mean, they're lax. So, that's bad. Again, doubling down on the concept of close combat. The partisans want to jump on top of you, especially if they have concealment. They're going to possibly get a free ambush every single time. Now, it's not going to work for them all the time, but that's a damn good advantage, especially since the Italians have a 6 morale. You can just follow up with subsequent shots into that close combat, and most likely the Italians will always break. Although it hasn't happened now, they've been pinned, but they will most likely break before your partisans. So, lax, this is going to be a 3 net modifier for the partisans. We'll make the partisans white and see what happens. -3, that's a 1 to 6. I think I get like a -5 to the dice roll. So we do ambush this unit here. It will be a 1 to 1. If we attempt to capture him, he's just gone. He is just gone if we attempt to capture. Capture attempt. They are not inexperienced. Let me see if that modifier applies to them, though, since they're Italians. The inexperienced -1 modifier does not apply, but yet the +1 close combat dice roll modifier for a capture tent does not apply versus non-elite. Doesn't mean you get the -1 for them being inexperienced. So it just simply says it does not apply. So, and once captured, they will not attempt escape. So elimination or capture. The capture, a 1 to 1 -1 is going to be a 6 for a partial capture, or a 1 to 1 -1 with just a straight up kill is going to be the same thing. So don't really care that we need prisoners, even if we split them up. I don't need prisoners this game. It's not part of the victory conditions. Don't get any victory points. I don't really want to split my 337s up. I don't want the possibility of conscript Italians screwing with my partisans. It's the same modifier to kill. We're just going to kill. So we're looking at a 1 to 1 -1 for the partisans. A 9 does not cut it. The Italian will attack. We can withdraw from this location because we did ambush our opponent. But the Italian will attack at a 1 to 1 +1. And a 10 will not do it. If we ignore this guy and go forward, we could potentially protect our Broken unit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can go. That's still going to be a 2 plus 1. Remain in close combat or retreat. Wow. I just think we're going to go forward. I think we're going to need every man possible. I don't want to be stuck here for 5 turns. All I have to do is break him. Might not be able to break him, but don't really want to be in close combat. This 7-0 is going to eliminate one of our units. So, knowing that he might possibly get eliminated, we're going to try and defend him. And we can defend him in 2 possible locations. Either he goes here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We'll have to fire either here or here. He can't go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Advance. Yeah. He has to get him in the route phase. So we'll fire on him in either of these locations. So it's going to be a 2 even shot. All right. Let's do an ambush here. Pin. +1. Lax. Oh, are they stealthy? Are the Partisans stealthy? I think they are. Go up to the Partisans. Which they stack on the consider stealthy while in good order. All right, they are in good order, and stealthy is a -1 modifier. So we ambushed even worse over here. We should be like -6. So -1 stealthy, essentially a -1 for the pin and -1 for lax. So Italian adds 2, Partisan subtract 1. This is sick. This is sick. This is the type of stuff that you need to know. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, the ability to ambush all these bastards is just ridiculous. This is going to be stupid. All right. Partisans are black. All right. The Italian adds 2 to the 5. Makes it a 7. Partisan subtracts 1 from the 4. Makes it a 3. It's a 4 difference. We're going to have a 2 to 1. -1. We ambushed him. So, Jesus. This is disgusting. All right. 2 to 1 -1. And a 7. Subtracting 1 makes the 6 is a kill on the close combat table. He's gone. And we ambushed him. Unfortunately, we don't have concealment. We may proceed to move forward. I don't think we want to go to P5. Because if he fires on us there, or the medium machine gun up on the hill fires on us, we break. I think we're done. I think what we will do is we will put these units here to give us more firepower for when the 7-0 tries to potentially kill our unit over here on the side. And this unit should we advance him here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's advance this unit here out of the ambush. We generate more fire. Actually, we could push him back here. Yes, we're going to go from here back to this location so we could generate a high firepower attack on this Italian unit in the stone building in the next defensive fire phase. So this Italian's screwed. He's either going to go upstairs, come across, I don't know. That's going to be a lot of fire. 16 firepower. That's real firepower. And so he's going to be doomed. Wow. Wow. Don't stay in the village. All right. We still got 2 close combats to go. This is a straight up close combat. There is no concealment terrain. There is no ambush. No nada. It's a mano-a-mano. The Italians see the guys running, jumping, leaping over the wall directly through his fire lane. The Italians start shitting in their pants. The Partisans start licking their lips on the victims they're going to inflict in the casualties of war. All right, Italians, 1 to 1. Oops. Uh-oh. They slipped on the tree. They fell over the wall. Ooh, that would have been snakes. They fell over the wall. Let's see if they can recover. Nope, 7. The Italians, seeing that the Partisans slipped and got stumbled on the wall, fire point blank, fix bayonets, and charge. No effect. It is a heated melee. Let me find a melee counter. All right, found the melee counter. Melee means death. That'll be the Italians' turn. So we did tie one guy up. We have a leader jumping into close combat with the 346. Stealthy leader. Lax unit pinned. The leader has a -3 advantage. The leadership modifier does not apply. All right. The Partisans will be black. The Italians will be white. God damn it. I'm going to freaking destroy this dice tower or put like giant plexiglass on the sides. All right. Black to 1 to a 3. No problem. No ambush. But so that will be a 1 to 3, which is a 1 to 4. So we need a 3 for a result. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? 3 for result. 3 for result. There we go. 5. I guess just one of the dice bought it. All right. Partisan attacking back is 1.5 to 1. So those that are mathematically deficient, that is a 3 to 2 attack. 1.5 to 1 is a 3 to 2 attack. We need a 6 for a casual reduction. And it rolls right on over. And a 9. No effect. Now those guys are in melee as well. Jesus. Nice to roll 5,000 dice for a melee. The pin will be removed at the end of the turn. We're just going to throw that off the map. LMG's here. We got a melee. Wow. All right, we're going to see what happens here. I may spray fire into both those locations. Maybe not. He's going to fire. All right. Tying turn. Or not tying. Partisan turn 3 is over. Actually, we got concealment gains. Crap like that. We don't have any. No concealment gains anywhere. And no melee. So flip it around. Do the Italian turn 3. We're going to look at the rally phase. Win, change dice roll. 8. Pin. Get rid of the pin. We have a LMG repair here. Kind of critical. Let's do it. 4, no effect. All right. We have a wounded leader there. I think we'll just run this leader out. If we run the leader back here, we can move faster. Yep. I think we're going to have to ignore the 6 morale unit back there. All right. So, locked into combat. We have prep fire capabilities here. He has the wall now. We can't fire over here. We do have a line of sight to this location here. That's a 4-up-1. That's not a bad shot since they're stacked. If we stay there, how long do we survive? Maybe 2 turns. That might pin down the Italians, or we just run backwards. Since they're melee, I think that gives me an opportunity to get the hell out of Dodge. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. Yes. I think that, considering I lost a -1 leader over here, I think this gives this unit an opportunity to get the hell out of Dodge. Salvage both mediums. Call it good. And then get up on the hill and let the Italians do the worst. Or let the Partisans do the worst. I think we're going to lose a lot of units over here. He's going to have to retreat. Again, no lines of fire over here due to all the melees. So it's retreat time. We might lose 1 unit. This might be a given over here. Those guys might just be broken. So, let's go with that. We're just going to ignore that. We're going to leave the tank right where it is. He's going to cover. He probably will change his covered arc, though. Or go hold down. Make a hold down attempt by a change of covered arc. The LMGs are on the right-hand side. All right. That's it for rally. Prep fire phase. Let's start off with the mortar shot. All right. We need a base 7 to hit. Down through here. 45 millimeter mortar. Right here. Base 7 to hit. +2 for concealed. That's it. All right. Rate of fire 2, breakdown 11. Black is rate of fire die. 10 almost breaks it down. That will be a miss, but will be an acquisition. We're simply going to put this acquisition marker here. And reduce the size. And we're going to mark this. You can change the name. There it is, Mortar A. Highlight it, Mortar A. There you go. So he misses. He is under the foxhole. I'm going to leave it beside him. He did prep fire. Other units prep firing. We are going to entrench here. Continue entrenching. Half squad first. Rolls a 9, full squad behind him. Rolls a 5, and he will get entrenched. We're going to clone this one here. The entrenchment marker goes on top of him. The labor counter is removed. All right, good deal. This unit is going to continue to labor and entrench. He rolls a 5, -1 for the labor marker. Will make that a successful entrenchment. We're going to place that on top of him. And we're going to TI those units. This unit's TI'd as well. I'm not going to bother putting prep fire markers on them. They're TI'd. This gun will not fire. Let me see if that unit can entrench. I hadn't thought about that. How does it even work? If he has a gun, can he entrench? Squads and crews and half squads can attempt to entrench. The issue is when this crew attempts to entrench, let's say he succeeds in entrenching, then technically he will have a entrenchment or foxhole marker put upon him, but simply because the artillery piece being manned by the crew creates a one squad essentially capacity, then that foxhole is kind of full, to be honest with you. So therefore, it actually does nothing to do that. However, if you were to unpossess the artillery piece, that might allow a half squad to occupy that location if the artillery piece, say, were malfunctioned and he got rid of it. So at this point, I'm not going to bother with that. You guys can pursue that later. Simply because if the gun's malfunction, I'm not going to unpossess it because I'm going to attempt to repair it, most likely. Or maybe not. Maybe not. What would the harm be? Because the squad capacity would be that. And if he doesn't have the artillery piece, then he would be a half squad. And that would simply be a support weapon. That's an interesting question. I may have to post that. So let's just go ahead with the entrenchment attempt anyway. He's not going to do anything else. And he fails on the entrenchment attempt. This does get flipped to labor 2. This guy gets flipped to labor 2. That guy gets entrenched. This guy will attempt to entrench in that location there. Ooh, a 5. Darn, too bad he's not a full squad. All right. So he gets a -1. He gets a TI counter. as well. Very close roll. Any other prep fire? I think it's time to. I think it's time to leave. He's got to cross the open ground. We're leaving. We're gonna make him move. We're leaving, dude. We're out of here. Okay, so these guys are gone. Those guys are gone. He could prep fire. He can prep fire adjacent. He will get blasted here. Because if the assault moves up, he's still going to be adjacent to him, but will not be able to get shot by him. Okay, he's just going to assault move up. Everyone else is going to move. All right, so we're going to move the medium here. Leader can move 3 movement factors. 1, 2. 1, 2, geez. 2, advance. Where can he get? Where can he be useful? Advance. We could slow units move. We could slow movement down with the wounded leader. That's something we might want to do. We could try to slow their movement. If he goes through here, he's going to be coming through the probably the building here. He probably assault move. Yeah, it's not going to do any good. We're just going to move him. So he's going to move. No partisans on this side can see him if he drops down to K6. And that's exactly what he's going to do. These partisans can only see I6 and JC these here. So if we avoid I6, let's go right there. We avoid those 4 hexes. I know they're blind, but if we avoid those targeted hexes, then we should be safe. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. 247 will go 1, 2, 3. Yep. So I think we're good to go there. Run from the sniper. These guys are good. The tank. Do we need to move the tank? I don't think we want to move the tank in the LMG zone. I think we want to start the tank up. Go reverse motion to this location and stop. That way he could fire forward. These partisans coming to the left might be doable, but we're going to have some mediums there. And this one can fire directly down this lane. Don't have to worry about anything. And call it good. So we're just going to reverse move. It'll start for 1, reverse for 4, stop for 5. And then, he delays out the rest. Again, we're only going to use him, hopefully, for overrun and close assault. We're going to see what happens. Don't want everything broken by the time the stupid partisans get there. Unfortunately, we missed this shot. That might prove disastrous. Considering everything's TI up here. All right, other times to move. The leader, he's going to move freely pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. I'd like to get it on that medium. It doesn't really matter. The medium can go here. And then assault move advance phase there. Because the medium can only go 3. Yeah, he's fine. So he's going to go 1. Bypass there for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. And double time. 7, 8. Yeah, I didn't call it beginning, but yeah, double time. You just have these mental things here. So he double times back. This unit is going to pick up his broken light machine gun. Get out of dodge. We're going to bypass for 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he can come over here. And we're not going to do the 2+1. We're not going to take this 2+1 shot over here. Or this is 2+1, 2+1 possibly. I'd much rather blast these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, he'll double time too. 5, 6, doesn't matter. Just to get up on the hill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'd be stuck there. That would not be good. All right. This unit here, I think he's just going to assault move up onto level 1. He's going to do assault move here. He expended 2 movement factors. This unit has nothing else to fire at. We'll fire. Jesus. All right. 16 plus 3, I guess. Wow. Are you kidding me? All right. 16 plus 3. 9, 10, 11, 12. And the 16 chart is a goose egg. And he can subsequent first fire with the weapon. We will. It'll be an 8 plus 3. Seven on the A chart plus 3 is a 10. Oh, it's a miss by 1 again. So this unit is finaled. He makes it up there. No one else can fire him. This fire is going to be irrelevant. Actually, we can actually DM that unit. 1 plus 2. Nope, we cannot DM that unit. All right. Other units moving. Let's go. We're going to go down to... Oof. All right, level 1. For 1. 4 plus 2. We're going to fire the 4 plus 2 on that guy. We might get lucky. Might get lucky. Oh, shit. And we did get lucky. 3. That is the Italian sniper, though. Yep. 3, 4, 5 on the 4 chart is a 1 morale check. Wow. That is stupid lucky. 1 morale check. All right. 8 morale leader. 8 fails it. Oh, my God. 1, 3, 6. Oh, he just freaking evaporates. Yeah. Okay. That's a dead. Wow. Didn't expect that. Did not expect to be destroyed in a stone building. And we still get to fire adjacent. Holy shit. Well, that's a disaster. All right. So this guy survives when he should have been destroyed. This guy gets destroyed when he should have survived. Amazing. That's ASL for you. All right, that's it for movement factors. That's it for movement, defensive fire phase. Let's start with this one back here. We're going to fire 8. 8 up 2 on the mortar. 5. We're going to count that as a 4. 5, 6, 7 on the 8 chart. 1 morale check. 7. He needs a 5, 6, 7. That's his ELR is... Oh, I get a sniper roll. ELR is 2. Does not ELR. But he does break. Oh, and look at that juicy broken morale level. Wow. That's sweet. Okay. All right, sniper from the last shot. A 6, no effect. Wow, that's amazing. All right, that's what happens when you roll. I'm not going to bother marking the guy in the back because we're done. He's going to subsequent for fire adjacent. It's going to be a 4 even. Right there in the melee. No effect there. The 527 here will fire 8. He will fire 8 plus 1 into that melee. 10, 11. Oh, not good. All right, our leader might die in that one. Can't fire over here. We're done. Advanced fire phase for the Italians. None. Route phase. Do we have anybody in LOS over here? Nobody is in LOS over here. We can route that direction pretty much freely. So he will, closest cover is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We can ignore this one. This would be the cover that we would route to. That sucks. All right, we're gonna route there. 1, 2. Or you could low crawl. We'll just low crawl here. Man. All right, we're just gonna low crawl there. Put the prep fire over there. Mortars in the foxhole. And this is going to as well. We'll just put that to the side. Let's see. We're out. Any of the broken unit? This guy's broken. He's going to go down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That's amazing. I'm still flabbergasted. I'm still stunned from that shot. Seriously. But the Italians might kill the 9-1 leader, so that might be something to look forward to. Risk, but you know, the 527 was supposed to break him. That was the whole point. I guess the loss of this leader is going to include the loss of that later. So route advance phase. Advance on top of this guy. That'd be a 16. If he prep fires, he can't move. That's going to turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We're going to advance over here on top of those guys. If they decide to fire, they're not moving. And for all intents and purposes, they're probably going to be out of the fight. So these guys may have to take a chance of moving. So he will move here. We're going to see what happens with that. There's a lot of partisans there. Advance. All those guys are TI up on the hill. We're going to advance these units here. Again, advance here. These guys move up here. Fire lane. Fire lane right here. Nobody else gets up on the hill. That's the point in saving the mini machine gun. All right. We're going to advance there. Advance up to here. He's going to advance up to here as well. Or maybe go into the foxhole. I don't want to take any unnecessary shots. Holy shit. Anyway, he's good to go. Scary times on the hill. Scary times on hill. What is this hill? 547. Scared shitless. And then, close combat, I guess. Advanced phase. Everyone's TI'd up there. Close combat. We have nothing here. Or melee, which you got right here. Let's start positively. 3-1 against the 9-1 leader. We need an 8 for a casualty reduction. We have a 10. I'm an idiot. 1 to 3 coming back. We need a 3 for casual reduction. He's an idiot. All right. We've got 1 to 1. Both 5s. The Italians will shoot first. Viva Italia! You're an idiot. The Partisan attacking back. Found his bayonets. He's getting up from the wall after you stumbled over it. And slaughters the Italians like the pigs. No, they're idiots. All right, so that ties those guys up for another turn, which is good because it actually might have just saved this guy's life. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. So that's it for that close combat phase. Concealment gains. These guys up on the hill, all these guys need to roll. These guys need to roll. He needs to roll. Yeah, everybody's out of line of sight. All the Italians get to roll for concealment gain. Interesting. Interesting. The RCX, the squad needs a 3, 4. I think he needs a 1. Leader's black, squad is white. Leader gets it, barely. I'm going to have to put this directly on top of him. He is not concealed. This guy rolls. He's 4, 5, 6, too big. Over here, these guys roll. Leader's black. 5, 6, no effect. This guy gets to roll. Nope, too big. These guys get to roll. Black is the full squad. 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is not CX'd. So he gets concealed and the other unit does not. I'm going to remove the TIs on now. Oh, he's already concealed. And he's got a level 2 marker. Okay, and he's DM'd. Move these guys down a little bit. There we go. All right, interesting. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So we have, we're heading into Partisan, turn 4. These guys were slaughtered. Turn 3. Well, that guy was a KA, wasn't he? Yep. All right, so we're heading into Partisan turn 4. And let's see what the heck's going on. This turned out to be really interesting over here. Center. Also interesting, we obliterated a unit. Saved our unit over here. We got the guys off the hill. Kind of is looking like the way it wants to develop back here. Did clear the mortar out of the way, which was surprising to be early. Halfway through the game again. These units may just need to jump into close combat or bypass it completely. If we bypass it and get that medium machine gun, we can actually try and destroy the tank from there. Now we have some reach out and touch someone. That is a big, big loss. I'm wondering if I should have moved over there. I don't think I would have gotten to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and advance. I would not. Oh, I could have. Well, I didn't anticipate this guy surviving. Because if I'd moved the unit here, if I'd moved the unit here to 4, advance favors to 5, the partisan unit can't move here to enter the building because I'd get a 2-2 that shot there. But, you know, you never know. That if I would have thought of that, that might have been the better shot to stop him from getting the medium. Now he's just going to go bypass 1, 2, 3. He'd have to go counter exhaust and then go upstairs. Interesting. Which would delay him another turn. But that medium machine gun can just start shredding everyone up on top of the hill. Break down 9, but it could start firing units up on the hill. Interesting development. Our medium machine gun is covering that location, though. That is a clear line of sight to that location. So these Italians here have created a wall, which has stopped these units from getting into heavy cover. So I guess they're doing their job, even if they do die. I would have liked to have had the LMG up on the hill. Beggars can't be choosers. We do have one malfunction LMG. We do have both, one of our mediums. It'll be interesting. He has lots of units on the right. So let's continue.